congratulations on your conference here. How many has that been?
How many conferences? This
Yeah.
is the fourth one now, yeah.
I'm familiar with product innovation, but never really come across system innovation. Can you quickly explain that for us?
Yeah, well, that's a good place to start, right? Most people know about product innovation and service innovation, and that's really about innovation and changes in parts, right? Carbon, innovating in that, making it more sustainable or biodegradable or whatever it is. And that's great. We do a lot of that around here, a lot of improvements. This camera here is the product of a lot of product innovation, right? But we're saying actually there may be a different kind of innovation, which is looking more at the aggregate level of systems, right? And that's systems innovation. How do we actually innovate at the systems level? And when we say system, we're saying something like an energy system or a financial system. And that's not one thing. It's not one iPhone or something like that. It's many parts coming together, right? So we think about the energy system here in the UK and the kind of transition that needs to take place there. Well, no one actor can drive that. No one actor is going to make that happen. It's not just batteries. It's not just the grid. It's not just policy and so forth. All of those need to come together across a system and start coordinating towards making a transition and a transformational change across the system that will result in new ways of fulfilling that system's function, right? New ways of these actors working together, and we call that systems innovation. On a practical level, how do you make that actually happen? So it's a lot about convening, bringing different actors from across the system, exactly as you say. No one actor can make it happen. The iPhone can be built kind of by Apple, although there's quite a network of providers there. It's really driving that innovation, isn't it? Whereas if you think about systems innovation, it's more of a platform and infrastructure that's supporting different actors from across the system. Because the system, you can't really change a system, it's got to change itself. And the system is these different actors. So you need to convene those, you need to bring them together and then have conversations to help them start understanding the system better and the kind of changes they want to come about. Talk about the energy transition, where do we want to be in 10 years or so? And then ways for them to work together and collaborate around making those changes and start providing pathways for enabling a transition towards where they're kind of going. Yeah.
There was talk today about not working in silos, but for some people, that is their work area. And even to think about the system as a whole is way too big, it's far too complex. So do you need people working at the different levels, very high level, all down to the kind of people doing the delivery or,
Yeah, exactly as you say. It's not change at one level, like big change out there in the world. It's a change at many different levels taking place. And yes, many of us will be working in organizations. And yes, we need the iPhone developed, right? We still need the product innovation. We still need the service innovation. So that's one level. But then those need to be aggregated and put together in new ways. So that, as you said, there's different levels that innovation is happening on. And a system is a set of parts and the relationships between them. So the parts do need to develop and grow, right? We need better phones over time. We need better cars and so forth. We do, if we want to make this energy transition, we need the car to switch from petroleum to electric, right? But that's just one innovation. That's not actually going to change the whole system, is it? It's not going to get us to decarbonization, right? It's going to be that in combination with many other things. So someone's going to have to focus on that challenge, right? We're going to need some organization to produce those. So all of those things are still relevant, but it's saying there's change on many different levels. Let's not forget about the aggregate level. We maybe focus too much on just that car and that iPhone and so forth. How do we look across the border system also and do those changes on different levels? Yeah.
What were the key things that you saw that pleased you today and yesterday?
I think it's just the wealth of people here and the experience that they bring. I was giving a session there and seeing that I have to do very little presenting. I just got to kind of unlock the potential in the room here. If I get them to ask questions, we've got such great people here that you'll have really great conversations going. So it's really great to be in that environment where you're not broadcasting to a passive group of recipients, but it's like we're really kind of, there's a huge potential there already. You just got to kind of activate that. Yeah, that's really great.
What kind of backgrounds do people come from?
For systems innovation?
Well, for the conference,
Conference, yeah, there's quite a diversity because it's this cross-cutting thing, systems. I'd say there's a lot from non-for-profits and public sector. Non-for-profits are innately kind of or often interested in those broader societal challenges, right? They require kind of different actors to come together. So you have a lot of system change comes from that background of non-for-profits, the foundation. There's a lot in government because they're also interested in these bigger challenges, right? But then you do have people coming from design and innovation who'll be working in maybe corporations and agencies and so forth. So I'd say those are some of the main groups there. Yeah.
Okay. So how do people find out more about you and what the SI network does? How did they get in touch with you?
Yeah, systemsinnovation.network is the website, the community we develop. You'll also find us on LinkedIn. You can find myself, Joss Colchester, there on LinkedIn. That's probably the best way. Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you, Joss.
Great.